So if you just follow what we teach in these advanced trainings, you're going to see a good increase in your results. Boom. Confidence. The last thing I talk about is PDI. I just tell them this. Because guys, it's their first 3 days. We are their manager, but at the beginning, we really are their boss. Because these are young guys. The aspect of organization for them is their boss tells them you're working from here to here. And guys, I tell them, I'm going to talk to you guys a lot in your first 10 days. I'm probably going to talk to you more in your first 10 days than probably ever again. Okay, but here's the reason, because it's most important. They always joke, they always laugh. Oh, you're never going to talk to me? I'm just kidding, I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you a lot. But my best people call me all the time. And I just mentioned that. So that's set up. Now that's number one. Number two is day 4 PC. The day 4 PC. Now, and Danny and Justin both said it. Run a day 10 or 10K PC. Run it, no matter what. Even if they don't do 10K, they're still going to sell a lot. They're still going to sell a lot. That's so important. The day 4 PC takes me about 30 to 45 minutes. You guys have the day 4 PC outline. You grab it. Here's the thing with day 4 PC. I do not teach anything sales-wise. I don't teach anything sales-wise. This is something that really hit me, and I started doing this PC last summer. We had one of the highest productivities, day 4 to day 10. I do not teach anything. I trust there's 3 days of training that I just put them through, and advanced training. The biggest reason why people leave the business is why? No one to see. No one to see. They run out of clientele. If they can sell $1 million in every appointment, if they don't have people to see it, they're going to leave the business. So day 4 PC, I don't teach anything sales-wise. I do review if they do have any questions for advanced training. But look, day 4 PC outline. Number one, I build a rapport. Just tell me about your first weekend. Okay, did you have any trouble with questions with anything? I just write advanced training right there. Okay, that's I just ask if they have any questions about advanced training. Number two, expand initial list. Now, this is from Ryan Casey. Talked to him, he said it's totally cool if I hand this out. But I gave it exactly the way he's done it, but I'm going to change a few things here. Expand initial list, cross off all max shown or set up on page 20. Okay, that's in the training manual. I give them a top 50 people to see list. Right? They're in my desk, or on my desk, and I gave them the top 50 people to see list. I tell them, write down every MAC customer that you have on this list that you have not done an appointment before, or have not set up with yet. Whether you have their phone number or not. And every time they write down anywhere from 15 to 25 MAC customers from their initial list on page 20. They already have people to see now. I also ask them, do you have Facebook or MySpace? 99.99% of the time they say what? Yes. Here's a Facebook approach. This is what you use to talk to all your friends. Don't send it as a mass email. Just send it one at a time. So you may not have a Facebook approach, ask for DBM. And we on average so far this year, I found that the average, I did numbers on it, that our guys will get anywhere from 3 to 5 extra appointments just by using the Facebook approach. On the expand initial list, the third line down, do you have numbers for these people? I give them that address there, because that's their big, I don't have phone numbers for them. You can get some scary, scary stuff on this website. I actually looked at my hometown, Sweetwater. It has a picture, it's kind of an aerial view of my house. It's pretty scary. So they can find phone numbers through that. The next thing I do is I review their reco book, which is their permission folder. I don't ask them how permissions are doing. I say, let me go ahead and see your permission folder and you get everything written down in. You're going to see some crazy stuff. Okay? You're going to see people that are putting all three or four customers on one page. You're going to see crazy stuff. But just make sure they're doing that correctly. And then number 4, you find their fast start goal. Okay? Now, and Danny was talking about the vision aspect of a 10K PC. They need to see themselves do it. It's the same thing with every representative. You need to go through and create a schedule for them based upon their fast start goal. How much it would take. Well, how many demos? What's their average order size? What's their closing ratio? If it's really low, if I got it to maybe sell a couple $100, I just go by the averages, company averages. But what that person can see now is they can see themselves actually doing the appointments. They can see what it's going to take to get their goal. So I make a schedule for them. Make sure advanced training's in there. I'm marking phone time. And then I write in the PDI list what their goal is, how many appointments it will take. So then I can now keep them accountable to their goal. Number 6 and 7, I don't even do. I left them in there just if you want to look over it. You may find some stuff you like. I also give day 4 PC assignments. The 2 assignments I give, you can give whatever you like. But the 2 I give, I have them write down. I have them continue to work on the top 50 people to see list. And I have them organize their permission folder. Making sure that all of them are filled out, the numbers are down to 20, all that stuff. So they're doing it correctly. So they're seeing people. So make sure they're seeing demos. My main 2 focuses on the day 4 PC. Number 1, more demos. Number 2, organization. Create their schedule for them. All right, number 3, PDI. These are kind of my concepts, my ideas in the PDI aspect in day 4 through 10. You guys, keep them accountable to the numbers and goals that they set for themselves. Never give up on them, and they're not going to give up on themselves. This is my problem, because guys, I've never had a 10K fast starter until this last summer. I had 4 and I had 2 15s, because I would lose them on about Thursday, when what started? Training, exactly. I would get focused on the next training class. What changed for me is my commitment level to my people. So, this is what I did. Now, this is totally up to you, but I got my first 10K fast starter. I knew it was the right person, Josie Dolan, and I said, no matter what, whatever I'm doing, I will answer my phone, and I gave her the direct line to me, and I'm going to get you there. And whenever I ran interviews, I even said I would never answer my phone during an interview, but this person has committed to me that they're going to do $10,000 in sales the first 10 days, which someone from Bishop Kelly has never done. She's looking to break a record. So that is the only reason I said if she's committed to doing it, I'm going to be committed to her. That's the only reason why I would answer my phone. And I did. I actually answered a couple times during a couple pre's or posts, and actually during an interview. She called, and I would just get a quick numbers, boom, and I go right back to the interview. But she had actually a couple PRs in the interviews. Every one of them showed up to training. I even answered my phone during training. She had 4 PRs in training. Every one of them launched, and it increased confidence in training. But the biggest thing is Josie knew I was committed to her no matter what, and she finally did it on Monday night. Freaking vegetable peeler, God, and she got it. I did the same thing with Chris White 2 weeks later. He did $15,000 in his fast start. I answered my phone during interviews. I answered during training. It was one of those trainings, I was talking to Mike, it was one of those trainings where it's just like, dude, these freaking guys get it. Like, there was no feedback, no nothing. His PR, Eric Eisen, was in that training class, also Andrew Pate. Chris White hit $10,000 in the first fast start by Thursday. And Eric Eisen and Andrew Pate sat in the training class and watched him do $3,000 on Friday, and continued to move up all the way till Monday. And Eric Eisen, right on that training class, did $15,000. Andrew Pate did $10,000 the next week. Chris White did $50K in the summer. Eric Eisen did $41K in the summer, both All-Americans. But the commitment level from me to them had increased. It was me, not them. So the PI aspect, if they have a certain demos they're going to be doing, I will talk to them during their phone time because I've marked it down. Number 4 is Advanced Training 2. Advanced Training 2 in a phone jam. Now, I want to explain how I set this up because I never really run a good Advanced Training 2. Actually, my Advanced Training 2 sucked because I really didn't know what I was doing. I said, here's the phone approach, and let's go make calls. Flip it over on the phone approach behind the PC. I'll run through this very quickly. Now, I have it Thursday night. My team meets are Thursday night from 9 to 10. I have a phone jam from 7 to 9 every Thursday night. I have training until 7. My Advanced Training 2 is at 7:15. What happens is my Advanced Training, my training walks in for Advanced, or my guys walk in for Advanced Training 2. There are already people on the phone. We have a big mirror in my front office that has their goals and how many they're shooting for, and so they walk into productivity. And then we go straight to the back room, and I teach them this phone approach.